Welcome to the week 6 of EME 5602. To get us started, I would like to make some final comments on week 5 and then give you guys an overview of what is coming up this week. As I was reading through the discussion board last week, I noticed that a lot of you shared your unpleasant experience with all kinds of different softwares and services. And on the other hand, many of us share their enjoyable moments with good designs. These complaints and joys are exactly why we need good designs and how much bad designs have hurted us. Oftentimes, we as designers are blinded about the audience's feelings. Just as the mental model video mentioned, designers can easily attribute these unpleasant experiences to simply user errors. It is understandable because we as designers and developers have put into a lot of efforts in creating these products. None of us would want our effort to be denied by others. However, when we are conducting usability testing, we need to find a way to stay away from the creator mindset because such mindset would significantly bias our judgment. Listen to what users have to say and make sure you understand why these user errors happen is very important. So one more suggestion for usability testing is don't forget about the scenarios and the context. Oftentimes, usability testing is done in an interview or a lab setting, which limits the testers to observe how user will behave and experience in the real world. For example, the same infographic would receive different levels of exposure when it's displayed in an elevator or in a hallway or on the wall of a restroom or in the back of the classroom. Although sometimes it is impossible to simulate all the potential scenarios, we can ask some hypothetical questions to proxy the real world. And also don't forget to evaluate the follow-up usability even after the product is released. So this week we have two major themes as we are entering this next module of this course, designing instructional documents. So first is about job aids. I have selected a few resources for you. Job aids are actually fairly easy to understand because many of you probably have been using it in your day-to-day work. And the research about job aids actually starts from as early as 1960s. You will find an introduction to the job aids, examples, and guidelines, as well as a journal article from Duncan back in 1985. Another theme is about typography, which is probably less familiar to most of you. I would suggest you first to start to watch two videos, beginning graphic design typography and the power of typography. Both are very good intros. Then skim through the online resources as well as two studies from Rath and Stroll. For journal articles, feel free to read for big ideas because some of the technical details are not 100% relevant to this course. Another this week's focus is to continue your usability testing. Hopefully you have already started with the one-on-one usability testing last week. You can use the first few days of this week to wrap it up and post your experience on the discussion board. Second, we are going to peer review each other's work, so don't forget to share your infographic by Wednesday, which allows your peer enough time to provide feedback. You'll also find the assigned peer list on the discussion board as well. This activity worth 4% of your final score, so do not forget about it. With that being said, good luck this week, and I will see you again on the discussion board.